Okay, looks like we're recording. So I wanted to make this video because Affinity is not, I mean, it's kind of like a free replacement for Adobe Photoshop. Uh, uh, Photoshop requires a subscription. It used to be just free. I mean, not free, but you used to be pay like $100 or $200, and then you have the software. And but now they've changed it to that you have to pay, and nobody wants to pay like every month. And I have a funny story about Photoshop is back in the day on eBay, I bought Photoshop for a really good price. I think it was like $60 for the software, and I thought I was getting the genuine product. But when I got it, it was basically a bootleg. So since then, I've never wanted to pay on eBay because you never know what you're going to get. And then, but anyway, but Affinity is free. You do have to require like a Canva or Canvas account, and then, but so right now we have a photo I took of Claire Rosenkrantz, and if I wanted to kind of play around with the images, you have some option up here. I don't. It's actually retouching is what we want, but you have a lot of options here. So if you are only interested in just retouching, just uncheck all these other stuff that you don't need or care for. So the AI is, I think that costs extra. I think that's how they sell you is you can pay for AI or something. So yeah, retouch is actually what we want. Everything else, I really don't care for. And then you can also create your own studio. I tried it, and I don't think I'm gonna do it. But yeah, so right now you only have the retouching option. So under retouch, you have some basic editors, like if you want the brightness. So it gives you uh, some options. You can do lighter or darker, uh, lower contrast, and you can see what it looks like. And if that's too bright, you can like lower down the brightness, and then maybe you can increase the contrast. No, that's too. That's yeah. So let's just leave it at 0 for now. Um, but yeah, so by default, by 0, this is what it looks like. But I think it's too bright. So if you lowered the brightness, you can see some color tones. It looks a little better. And then so yeah, I mean, you can play around with what you like or what you don't like. I do like some stuff like the exposure. I think that's coming up down here. Uh, or maybe not. There's something called exposure that it's especially here is it is very useful if you take an image that's way too dark and you need to brighten it. But yeah, so they call it stops. So you can do one stop up or one stop down or two stop, negative two stops. So if you do one stop up, yeah, that's too bright. I think the default was good, but it looks like they added the exposure down here. If you don't want to see that, you can trash it. So you can just drag this to this trash icon, and then you throw it out. And if you're not sure to keep this or not, you can do the visibility, so you can unsee it and then see it. So you can see what this is. They're called layers, and every time you do a new edit, the layer goes on top. So you can merge layers. I mean, if you used layers before, you can play around. You can move it around. I This is a good way of editing images and videos and stuff without actually touching the original. So you don't have to screw up the original, basically, if at the end of the day. Um, they call it, I think it's called non-destructive editing. That's what the term is. But I think it's kind of cool. What else? I think once you're done and you're happy with it, there's some other option. I honestly don't like how Affinity does their grouping and stuff. Like a lot of times, I don't understand what some of these things are because I guess I don't use it, or if I've used it, it's under a different term. Um, Invert is basically just flipping the colors, but color balances, you can see more blues or more gray. Now, some of these stuff you can change it in the color wheel, but I'm not such an expert on Affinity that I can tell you what to do. But this is very light editing if you're just hoping to kind of get into editing your photos. Especially like really dark photos that you want to, bring out the uh, exposures or whatever. Okay, this is a great way. Like I said, if you want to explore more, there's obviously a lot of people that's into the Affinity universe that can kind of tell you. I don't actually use Affinity to edit my photos, but I just want to show you that it's free and you can do it. I just don't. I just. I guess I'm not as an advanced user as some other people, but you can explore at your own pace. Maybe you can teach me a thing or two if you end up using it a lot. But yeah, but this is actually another great way I use Affinity is I can resize it. So let's say I think it's under one of these. They move them uh, around, but yeah, you can resize the image. I think you can just drag this. Yeah, no, that's yeah, no, that's actually if you hold on the shift, maybe. Okay, yeah. Oops. Control Z. Control Z is your friend, by the way. It means undo. But yeah, so let's say you want to make it smaller. Yes, you can hold down Control and then yeah. Okay. Yeah, discover at your own pace. I'm just, um, I'm trying to actually, what I'm trying to do is crop it, and there is an option to crop. I just don't remember where it is. I think edit is a crop. It should be so much easier than how this thing is laid out. I think Affinity, what it needs is somebody with a UI from a Windows background because oh, is this the crop? No, this is like a tool. Yeah, can I just crop this? Like, I see the way Affinity does it is different because, and then like what I'm used to is I would make this, and let's say I want to crop this. There is a crop button that it just crops, but how it's the UI is, I don't know where it is. I know they have a crop feature, but is it? It's under one of these icon maybe. Uh, Yeah, so like I said, that's I think what Affinity can use is somebody from a different perspective because the developer to Affinity comes from an Apple background or like maybe a Linux background, and their understanding of UI is not the same as somebody from say Windows, where I'm used to seeing icons or not icons, but stuff that I normally use appear in here. Is this the crop? Oh my god. See the crop icon? That's the crop icon. See, I don't recognize that at all. And I think that's the problem with Affinity is just the UI. Okay, so and it doesn't function the way I want it to function. Like I want it to do this. And voila, it's cropped. But you have to do one more thing. I think you have to click on the actual crop button. Oh god. Oh my god. It's do you see where my frustration is? To me, it should already be cropped, but I think I have to do one more thing. Apply. I have to click on apply. Is oh my god. This is. Anyway, so yeah, that's my frustration. But like I said, I think once you use it enough, you do it all the time, it's just kind of becomes second nature to you. You recognize that that's the crop icon. You know that's the crop icon, duh. But from somebody who comes from a different background, that's to me that's not the crop icon. To me, they need to copy Photoshop, or they need to copy like another like a Windows base uh, icon people or something. But yeah, that's my that's my frustration. So yeah, that's how you. But like I said, I don't use Affinity um, a lot. You can tell, but I know the basics to how to resize, how to compress, how to etc. etc. So yeah, so and the other thing is you can't just save as because save as only save in their format, which is the Affinity, the AF format. So anytime you want to save this, you actually need to export it, but that's not obvious to a lot of people. So you go to File and then you export it down here, and um, then you have some option like JPEG or GIFs or PNG, etc., etc. I normally do medium quality. My medium is probably 60%. I mean, that's not exactly medium. That's a little more than medium. File size is way too big. So what I normally do is I change the pixel width, and then now this to me is more acceptable. All right, and then you click on export, and then you save the image. Uh, it's in the wrong folder either. So to me, the other thing is, if I open it in the folder, it should save in the same folder. But again, Affinity, they do whatever they want. Um, I don't know. I just feel like they could benefit from hiring like a UI person or somebody who's not from an Affinity background, but from a different background. Because I think they can benefit to from that for normal people, I guess. Not normal, but people outside of the Affinity people. All right, yeah. Ask for location. Oh, maybe see. There you go. Look at this alongside document. That should have been the default. I don't even know why the. Anyway, there you have it. I am learning this as I'm recording this.